Damn, it's hot outside. Holy crap. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. I'm currently inside the car because it is super hot outside. I've got the AC on. What we're doing today is going to be inside, obviously, because we're here. This will be the first video back on this series. I had to go out of town for about a month and just haven't been able to post anything on the Subaru. While I was gone, I ordered a bunch of stuff for the car, so we have tons of content. And today we're going to be doing something that I've been extremely excited for, so we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, so we're going to be doing a little bit of an unboxing here. This package is from Zealous Interiors. If you guys do not know, Zealous Interiors, they do like carpet and shift boots, e-brake boots, all that good stuff for the first gen Imprezas. They do a bunch of other cars, but if you have a first gen Impreza and you're looking for some interior parts, this is the place to go. I'll put a link down below to their website so you guys can check it out. But we got a bunch of goodies in here, and we also have something over there. So before we dive into this, let's talk about what we're doing today. So obviously, as you guys can see, this is what I assume is the original shift knob and the original shift boot. I don't know if you guys can tell, but they have seen better days. The boot is just completely worn. Looks terrible. The shift knob, I mean, you can't even really see the numbers on it anymore. All the leather's peeling off. I really like this shift knob because it's weighted, but I just wanted to put something else on it, and I also wanted to do this boot as well. Now, you can get this boot still from Subaru. Just go online, go to parts or whatever, and you can still order it. I think it's relatively cheap. I don't remember. Zealous Interiors, practically the same price, and you can customize it a little bit. So let's go ahead and get into what we got. So before I show you guys the boot, I want to get into this. So this is a Nardi shift knob, and this is the Prestige version. They have a couple different versions, but this is the one that I went with. A little pricey, but I am extremely happy with the quality overall. I've actually been driving with this for a few days. I just took it back off for the video. But this is it. I got the all black. You could get it with red stitching, but I just felt like it was too much because the shift boot is red stitching. I like this design because it's set screws. It doesn't screw in. So you just put it down, tighten those screws, and it's good to go. So we're going to be doing that today. And then this package over here, so there's quite a few things in here actually, but we're only doing the shift boot today. The other two are for another episode. We'll go ahead and get into everything right now though. So this is foam, and that's going to go here. I'm sure you guys can guess what that's for. This here is going to be the e-brake boot. I'm not really sure how that installs just yet, but we have that. I will be doing that in a separate video, probably right after this one. This is what we're after. This is going to be our shift boot. As you guys can see, we got black leather with red stitching. I think it's going to match very well with the steering wheel, which is what I was going for. So we'll put that there. And then the last thing is going to be this armrest cover. So the foam's going to go underneath that. This is going to go there. I think it's going to look pretty good. I really wanted that foam pad because I've been resting my elbow here and it's very uncomfortable. So we got that. And then of course we've got some new clips that hold on the shift boot, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to snap the original ones that are on there. And then I'm not really sure what these are for yet, but they sent me a bunch of these like binder clips. I really have no idea what that's for. I'm assuming that this has to be glued on and you use those to like hold it and let it dry. I'm really not sure. Gonna have to do some digging on that, but we're just gonna kind of dive right into this. It's gonna be a little hard to film, so I'm basically just gonna do one thing at a time and show you guys everything that I'm doing. So we're gonna go ahead and get started by pulling this shift knob off. before we get started or go any further, to get the shift boot off, obviously we're gonna have to take this shifter bezel off, and to do that you guys are gonna have to first start by lifting your armrest. You'll pull these caps off. There's 2 screws, you unscrew those, this will pop out. I'm probably gonna lose all my change. And once this is popped out, then the bezel will pop out, and then we can get to work on pulling the shift boot off and installing this nice new one. Now, on the bottom here, this is what I was talking about. All of these little things that are holding this bezel on the bottom, and mine is actually not cracked, which is, actually, it is a little bit. It's cracked right there. It's missing a chunk out of that side, but it's whatever, it'll work. But you're gonna have to pull off all of those little silver grommets, or whatever they're called, and that's not gonna be fun, so I'm gonna get to it. Okay, so we went ahead and got the first one off, and I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about it. So what I used was one of these really tiny little flatheads, and I just kind of got up underneath each one and pried it up, and then I took a set of needle nose and then grabbed it and twisted it off. You need to be extremely careful because these little, let's see if I can focus, these little pieces, these little nubs, they're extremely old, extremely brittle, and they will break. I'm sure I'm gonna break at least one while doing this, so just be super careful, take your time. It'll be worth it, because if you break all of those little nubs off, then you're not gonna have a very good way to secure your shift boot, and it's gonna look like trash. So, and just like that, the old shift boot is out, and I'm already seeing something that might pose a problem. So anyways, as you guys can see, super worn, super ugly. Yeah, it was time to replace. So let's get this thing off of the plastic piece, and let's start fitting on the new one. There we have it. It's all installed. All the clips are in. I did not have to put holes into the leather because Zealous does an awesome job and they line those up correctly. And it's done. So, a couple things I want to point out. If you're doing this, make sure you order the retaining clips for it. You do not want to reuse the old ones because they're just not going to work right. Obviously, I cut most of them, so. And I found out why they give you these. So, when I was trying to set this in and put this plate down, it kept falling. So, I used these little clips, kind of stuck them together like that. Did one on that side, one down here, or not down here, I just did the 2 sides, sorry. Held it together, and then I put my little clip on there, did the same thing on this side, and I just kind of worked my way back and forth until we got the final result. So, and now we are gonna grab the Nardi shift knob, just like that. Comes with a couple of accessories, but really all we need is the knob and then the 3 short set screws. There we have it. Brand new shift boot, shift knob. We went from this crusty mess, gross, to this nice red leather stitched boot. And then we went from our old crusty nasty shift knob to this one. Now this one weighs more than this, and also there's no shift pattern on this, but I kind of like that. It makes it a little bit cleaner. I mean, it looks good. feels good. This is gonna be it for this video, guys. In the next one, we'll do this e-brake boot and the armrest cover with the foam pad. But for this one, I just kind of wanted to get something out there because I know we haven't posted too much about the Subaru in a while, and I was pretty stoked to get this on there. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, link in the description if you guys want to check out Zealous Interiors, get some of their stuff. So far, so good. Obviously, time will tell how it holds up, but hope you guys enjoyed this. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out the playlist. Check out the previous episodes. I think we're up to like 13 or 14 episodes now. Also, if you haven't seen it already, go check out the build series on the Honda Civic. Seems like you guys are enjoying that a lot more than the Subaru, which really sucks because the Subaru is kind of my dream car, but it's whatever. You guys like what you like. So anyways, that's going to be it for this week's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.